What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to be showing you how to hack the process of creating and breaking habits, making the process effortless. Alright, guys, when it comes to creating a new habit, um, the hardest part is keeping yourself accountable because it doesn't happen overnight. It takes 21 days to either completely form a brand new habit or break an old habit. With that being said, 21 days is extremely quick, but at the same time, it's extremely lengthy in time. And it's really easy for people to fall off and become unmotivated with it or get frustrated because it's a challenge. Um, and another main issue with it is the fact that people overcomplicate it. Um, Draw it back, make it simple. Don't take too much on in your day because you only have enough energy to do so much. Um, so the way that I've done it in the past and the way that I've seen other people do it that has worked the best is writing it down. I'm not talking about typing it on your phone. I'm not talking about it typing on your computer. Go to the store and buy a notebook. You can get one for $1. Buy a notebook or just computer paper or whatever. I prefer a notebook for a certain reason, which I'll explain in a minute. Um, but write it down every day. Write down every morning you have 5 critical tasks that you have to get done that day. So even if you do nothing else during the day, you have to complete those 5 tasks. And we're not talking about goals. We're not talking about long-term goals or anything of the sort. I'm not talking about I want to create a new business or earn $1 million today or buy this, buy that, do this, that, and the other. Nothing outlandish and crazy. That's obviously not something that will happen in a day. Um, the purpose of this is to break it down and get it into feasible amounts of work and feasible amounts of intake of information to consistently take steps in the right direction to create these. Um, so what I'm meaning is on your 5 critical tasks. A good example would be if you want to get in better shape, you want to start reading more, you want to create a company. Those are all end goals, obviously. So what do? You take those end goals and you break them down. So your 5 critical tasks for the day, if you're trying to get in better shape, start a company, and read more. So your first one would be read 10 pages from any book that fits whatever you're working on that day. Another one would be if you struggle with the gym, that would be going to the gym that day. If you struggle with eating your food, eat your proper meals for the day. If you struggle with drinking enough water, drink the water that you're supposed to, whether that be a gallon, 2 gallons, how much ever you can normally take. Um, and then the final one would be taking one step towards working on your company. So, whatever it would be, say if you're doing what I'm doing, it would be from bare bones, it would just be create a company name, whatever it is. Um, and then after that, sit down and do them. If you have the ability to go ahead and knock out your 10 pages of reading in the morning and the workout in the morning, then those 2 critical tasks, as soon as you complete them that day, put a line through them. Like physically on the piece of paper, put a line straight through them, marking them off. Throughout the day, you say you want to eat 4 meals that day. So once you finish your fourth meal for the day, mark that off. Once you finish the set amount of water that you want to drink for the day, mark it off. Once you've taken the step in the right direction, whatever it is for your business wise, we'll just go ahead and say if you're doing what I'm doing right now, create a YouTube video that day. Once you've created that YouTube video, mark it off. Once you've marked all 5 off, put a big X through the page. That means that you've won the day completely. You've hit all 5 of your critical tasks and you've done everything that you need to do. Now, obviously, with those critical tasks, it's not going to be something that you can do all early in the morning. It's going to take time throughout the day just because it's eating and water. But say all 5 of your critical tasks are something that you can sit down and knock out in a 4 hour time frame. So if you're able to get all of 5 of your critical tasks done for the day by 11, then great, you won the day. Do what you want with the rest of the day. Obviously, if you have work, stuff like that, you understand what I mean. But do that every single day. Now, you can't put things on there that are second nature and extremely easy for you. If you're one of those people that goes to the gym 6 days a week as it is, your meals are always done, your water's always great. Don't put that stuff on there because you're not creating a new habit that's already second nature. That's already a habit for you. So you're just filling 3 spots where you could potentially create 3 new habits for the day. So you have to put in 5 things that are a challenge for you every single day. And do them, even if it means that the 5 critical tasks stay the exact same every single day for a month until it's second nature and it's easy and you've gotten into the momentum of it and you've gone through the motions of it and it's easy. It's not anything that's a struggle for you anymore. Once the critical task becomes easy, that's when you mark it off and replace it with something else that's a challenge. So you're consistently working towards things that are a challenge for you. And the whole point of me saying I want you to do it in a notebook, like a physical notebook, is because every single day that you write out, you go through and you mark it. At the end of your first week, you flip back through your pages. Okay, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, I've won the day those 4 days. Friday, I did 4 out of the 5, so I lost that day. I didn't win. And then Saturday and Sunday, I won all my days again. So did you win the week? No, you didn't. Because the whole goal is to be able to win every single day. Now, at the end of your week, if you've won 6 out of 7 days, make sure you take an extra page and mark it down. Like, I won 6 days, I lost 1 day. The odds are in a better favor, so you did win the week, but at the same time, the whole goal is to hit 7 out of 7 every week. And then, say if you have the same 5 critical tasks for a month, then you won all of week 1, and then you won all of week 2, you won all of week 3, and you won all of week 4. There, you won your first month. And so, at the end of a year, you can look back and say, okay, well, last year, I won 49 out of 52 weeks. You've won the year. Like, if you can maintain that level of commitment to it, then it starts to really pick up and become easy for you to stay on top of all the stuff. Now, obviously, the goal is to win every single day. Now, if you are in the beginning, you're winning every day, you're 3 weeks in, and you've won 21 days out of 21 days, and then you start to catch yourself kind of falling off or getting frustrated with the fact that it's now all of a sudden becoming a struggle, switch up your critical tasks for a week. Just start doing different ones. Just kind of re-energize yourself and then jump back onto the other ones if they're that much of a challenge. But honestly, by the end of week 3, they should start becoming pretty second nature. And the great thing about this is that it's something that you can evolve all the time and consistently bring in new things that you want to learn, new things that you want to become great at. And you're just constantly working in the right direction to become successful, because obviously success is not a snap your fingers and you've done everything that you want to. You need to form the proper habits. You need to kind of rewire everything in your head to be more productive. And the whole goal is to get your 5 critical tasks done every day as efficiently and as easily as you possibly can. And then, like I was saying, after a while, this just becomes easy. It becomes second nature to create new habits, so then you won't have to really rely on creating your list of 5 critical tasks every day. It's going to just be, everything's just going to be flowing and moving in the right direction. But, so kind of a recap, easiest way to do this, get a physical notebook, write every single day, your 5 critical tasks for the day. Keep them on there as long as you need until they become easy and they become second nature. As soon as they start becoming easy and you don't need to keep yourself accountable because you know you're going to get it done, take it off and replace it with something else. Um, don't make them long-term goals. Make them simple things that you can do every single day to get you going in the right direction. Um, and just constantly be trying to win every single day. Um, that's the biggest thing, is because this will keep you accountable, because you'll be able to flip back because you've physically written it down and look and see, over the last year I've won 6 months out of the year, or I've won 9 months out of the year, I've won the whole year. Because it helps build your self confidence, and it helps kind of affirm the fact that you can do these things, and you're able to kind of put in the work and get to where you're going. And at the end of your first year, you're going to be 10 miles ahead of where you were going to be if you had never done this. And that's a huge momentum boost. And then at the same time, while you're doing this, the momentum and the drive and determination for this is going to come and go. You're going to wake up some days and you're just like, God, I don't want to do this. I don't want to make a new YouTube video today. I don't want to post on social media. I don't want to do this. I don't want to read. I don't want to do this. But then you have to sit back, and it's going to hold you accountable. So it's like, okay, I don't want to do it, but I have to get these 5 tasks done today. If I don't, then I didn't win the day. I'm not able to look back and be like, okay, well, this was a good day. This is when I won the day. This was a bad day. That's why I didn't do that. No, you're supposed to be able to look back and say, this was an easy, great day. This was a breeze. Won that day, no problem. This day was a struggle. I really didn't want to do it, but I pushed through it, and I didn't back out of making sure I got what I had to get done. So it's a huge help whenever the momentum and the willpower's not there to get this stuff done, because it's gonna happen. It happens to everybody. Nobody's just 24/7 on another level where they're constantly eager and ready to jump out of bed and take on whatever they're taking on for the day. It's gonna come a point where I just don't want to do this, but your notebook will keep you accountable and force you to get those tasks done, because then there's no hiding from that. There's no going back and saying, oh, well, yeah, I didn't do this, but no, it's I didn't do it because I didn't do it, or I did it because I didn't want to and I pushed through and I did it. And of course, you can lie on it and say you've done all your stuff and all that, but what is that benefiting? Absolutely nothing. You're going to sit there at the end of a full year and look back and say, okay, I won 365 out of 365 days last year, but your critical tasks are the exact same from day 1 to day 365, because you may have done one task today, no tasks for the rest of the week. You pick and choose what you want to do, but you still go through and mark it off to make yourself feel better. The only thing that's hurting is you. The only thing that's happening is you're holding yourself at a standstill, and you're not progressing, and you're not any closer to success in whatever area that you are currently working on trying to build these habits.